right. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Okay, so yeah, we had connected through Insight Timer. We had some chats and we figured out how to get her here to the retreat. And the rest is history, as they say. She came back for another retreat in September. I think it was the same year. And the US loves her so much that they insisted that she goes back because she was staying here and we were having our own fun
Oh,
here. But yeah, they insisted that she goes back. Oh my God, we were both so brokenhearted that day. It was like, oh, we were both so upset. They, they just ruined all of our fun, like really and truly. But anyways, and so Lashandria has been on a very big journey since then. But yeah, I love her so much. And I'm sure my pets all miss her as well. And yeah, I'm very excited to have her here today. So the floor is yours, dear one.
okay. So is it Caitlin and Carrie, Julie and Kim? It is and Jeff. I believe I met Jeff once before. It is so nice to meet you. I'm so grateful to be here. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just here, but I'm excited about doing it. I was so excited when Cindy asked me. Y'all just don't know. Um, so a little bit about my journey, and I've been experiencing. I've had a rough journey since birth. This is the truth. Since I touched down, or I feel like since I've ascended up to earth, because I feel like we go up. Instead of them telling us things are gonna come down from heaven, it's backwards. Since I came up to earth to the 3D, because we go up, we level up 3D, 4D in frequency. So I feel like I've experienced a rough life all of my life, and I'm to the point where I'm like, enough is enough. I'm like Cindy, enough is enough. I'm over it. I'm tired of it. But I'm Lashandria Walton. I'm originally from Little Rock, Arkansas. I moved here to before I moved to Minnesota. I went to Canada with Cindy in the university line there because I wasn't working. I had stopped working. I was going through a very dark phase in my life. I was severely depressed. I had left my place and moved with the guy. They would say a twin flame or shadow. And I lost everything. I lost everything that I owned, everything that was sentimental to me. I lost it because Spirit told me I had to leave it. So, there's chaos before a new beginning. So I lost everything, things that were sacred to me. Uh, but there's nothing that can be replaced. The most sacred thing to me that I had to leave behind was pictures of my baby that passed away in '99. So that was the only thing. But everything else has been replaced or can be replaced. But I've been on a journey, this healing journey, just like everyone else, and I feel like we are all here to learn and experience and to grow and to evolve. Um, I just recently started to be in the public eye. I've never had enough confidence to do that. I was silenced as a kid and silenced throughout my teenage years and my adult years through marriage and relationships and people. I was silenced, starting with my father. For me, using my voice, which is Spirit told me is my gift. This helps move me forward and helps heal people, and this is what is going to this is what's going to bring in the soul purpose journey. Me using my voice. So I've been on social media platforms. I've been speaking. I've been doing readings. I'm so proud of myself because I don't have that confidence. I didn't have it. It was stripped away from me. Very nervous, very shy, very scared, very afraid of what people would think of me and say about me. Afraid that I would say the wrong thing. Okay. But I'm proud of this new journey. I'm proud of myself for stepping out and speaking and sharing and lifting others up, letting them know that we are experiencing life, we are growing, we are children, okay? We will always be children for the Mother Earth. We will always be learning, okay? Through experiences. So with Cindy, and when Cindy was saying about the looping thing and about trauma and about trauma bonding, I just talked about that yesterday. How some of our relationships are trauma bonded, and it's not that person that we latch on to; it's that trauma, that the person brings. And trauma does, it seems to follow. It seems to follow you, like relationship trauma bonded relationships, but the codependency is so hard to break. And on my journey, when I met Cindy, I went to Canada, and then the what have you, if I don't know if you all have ever seen The Matrix, okay? The Steven in The Matrix kicked me out of Canada. Yeah, that's what that was, Cindy. That guy. Oh my God, you should have seen his eyes were like nothing was in his eyes. You couldn't feel anything. You couldn't feel emotions or anything. It was like the Steven in The Matrix. That's why I got kicked out of Canada, but that's okay. Doesn't mean I can't come back. I'm only 5 hours away. So I was houseless for 2 years, okay? That was so tough. I've never been homeless a day in my life. I've things happen to us that we don't expect, just like the death of my baby. But houseless, that's another thing that I didn't expect, and was so hard because the people that I love the most, okay? The people that I love the most that are part of the matriarchal system showed me who they were and showed me also who I was. Okay, it's very, very tough. I stayed in shelters in different states, Oklahoma, Minnesota, first time ever. But I'm gonna tell y'all one thing that I am grateful for as far as the houseless part. The one thing I'm grateful for is my children are all adults. This happened, but my children are all adult. I didn't have to drag and worry about them having a roof over their head. So, I'm not grateful for being houseless, but I'm grateful that they were all grown, that, it happened in the latter parts of my life. And I'm grateful today for, even experiencing that, the houselessness. So in December, I finally it came through for me to get a place, because I got denied for so many places because I had things on my credit. And the world works off of money and greed, okay? It works off of that. It's built off of illusions of money and greed, and food and everything. This world is built off of that, so we have to find our way to work around it. So I was blessed, I want to say blessed, to finally have my own place after 2 years. And it's taken me a little time to even be comfortable with being here, because I hadn't felt safe in my body for so long. It's scary. So my nervous system is still trying to regulate, and signaling to me that you're safe now, Lashandra. It's okay. You're safe. Um, so a lot of trauma, a lot of grief, a lot of suffering, but a lot of goodness too. A lot of goodness that has shown me that it has come out of this situation, with everything I experienced, from the trauma bond relationship, from my parents, from losing my daughter, from being in an abusive marriage, from being houseless, from losing everything, a lot of things. And like Carol was saying, the light or the shadow work. So I started to do what they call shadow work, which there is light and there is dark. And finding a balance in the light and in the dark is a very, very, it's so tough. It's so hard. It's heartbreaking, because it brings up things from your life and from your past, and it brings up traumas that you forgot about, and it shows you so many things about yourself, through situations that you didn't even realize about yourself. It brings these things to the surface. But the healing, the good part of it is when you do the shadow work, and you can see you in those experiences, and you can see how you acted it out and how it played out. And on the good side, the shadow is not really bad. The dark isn't bad. It isn't, because you can't call the dark bad and the light good. You can't do that. You can't label it that, because the dark does show you the light. It shows you the light. It shows you. And I did get a lot of things out of shadow work, because it showed me a lot of my gifts. The dark showed me a lot of my spiritual gifts. and the things that I experienced, the shadow people, the shadow, the relationships that I experienced. It showed me the light side of why I experienced it with those people. It showed me the abundance. It showed me the things that I feared. It showed me what not to fear. Those are some of the good things I got out of doing the shadow work journey. And I'm still growing, you all. We will still always grow. We will still always learn. And as far as with being a parent, oh my gosh. Woo! I'm a mother of four here, four living and one deceased. But I you will always be learning with being a parent, because here's the deal. We think we are teaching our children, but our children are teaching us. It is totally them teaching us. So we want to get and grab a hold and show them everything to do, but we're really supposed to step back and let them show us and teach us. And we want to. They've made it to where we should train them, and they should be a certain way, because that's what this earth has showed us and trained us, that the kids have to be this certain way to fit into the societal norms. That's not true. That's not true, because where we're from, we have to adapt to earth. Kids have to adapt to earth, and each kid and each person and each individual has their own soul's journey. And what works for one person is not going to work for the next person. What works for this kid is not going to work for that kid. But they have told us that it has to work for that kid. And this kid has to be this certain way. Look, we're coming away from the schooling. That old system is breaking. We're coming away from the way they teach kids in school. We're coming back to where the kids just get to do. If we let them flow and go, they eventually show you who they are and what they should do. They eventually grasp on. If we as a parent can move away from the old teachings of what the world showed us, the unbalanced, it's not natural. The things that we are doing now, how we're teaching our kids, that is not the natural flow of nature. And we are trying to train our kids to go against the flow of the natural nature. And it's hard for some kids to adapt. I know, because I was one. I was placed in these special classes. These classes with the kids that were different, because I didn't learn on the way society should have told me that I should learn. They put me in this special class with the students, with like 6 or 7 students in the class, and we were labeled as different because we didn't learn like the other kids did. Well, we don't pick up. Kids like us who have gifts, we don't pick up on what earth is teaching us easily. It's foreign to us. We don't pick up on it. We know our way. We know the way where we come from. We know it our way. So it is harder for us to learn. And I feel like this as a parent, I've been telling my daughters, I would like for you all to draw the kids back from out of school. I really would like for them to do that. I would really like for you to work with them on a home-based thing, teaching. And in this teaching, I want you to let them kind of pay attention to them and let them kind of guide and lead you. The kids guide and lead you. That way it won't be such a fight with them. You understand? It won't be such a fight with them, because we want to teach them what we were taught. We want to teach them how to do things the way we know how to do things. It's not right to me. It's not fair. Had I known this years ago, I'm telling you, I would have did it with my children. It's a lot of things that I would have done different, but I'm here now. I'm here now to work and to say these things and to work with it. So have patience with yourself, parents. Most of all, have compassion with yourself. You have to have compassion with yourself being a parent, because not only are you learning that kid, you're learning things about you that you didn't even know. So I can see where Jeff is coming from with his kid, because Jeff's kid is a mastermind. Jeff's kid is connected to so many different, not just earth, but so many different realms. You would not believe where he picks up information. I'm telling you. The information that he grabs and gets is from so many different realms, so many space-time. He is multi-gifted, and he can communicate in so many ways. It's unbelievable. I'm telling you, what I picked up is beautiful. But we have to learn to watch them and embrace them and let them teach us. Instead of saying, no, this isn't right, you need to do it like this. No, we have to back up sometimes, okay? Because he is very, very special. As with Edward, as with I already seen Edward, I've seen Edward in so many ways, and I feel like too it's kind of Hope is so. I love you, Hope. Can I say this? You're so hard on yourself, mommy. You're so hard on yourself, mommy. You really, really are, and it makes it kind of strenuous and stressful when you're so hard. That's why you feel so much guilt with going to retreats and spending time with yourselves. I mean, Edward is that's your all. That's your life. You know, he came in and you were blessed with him, and sometimes we can have this grip on our kids so tight. We can have it so tight, and we're supposed to learn to detach. You know, detach from things in earth because we all have our soul's journey. Just because the Most High gave us those kids and we brought them here, it doesn't mean we get to keep them for ourselves. We have to let them go on their own. They have their own soul's journey, and the I mean, it is really really hard because that is what we know. But if we think about animals and their instincts and the birds and how they have their babies and they push them out of the nest and let them fly, that is a natural way of nature. And we can think about a lot of animals, even with the moms, and they have their litters. If we don't keep them and hold the litter with them, they go their own separate journey, their own separate way. That is a natural flow of nature. But us humans, we have free will. We have so much free will, and we've taken this, and we've got the wrong concept, the wrong construct of the way it should be. It is so good to have family. It's so good to love them, but know this, that a lot of times blood isn't actually family, right? It is there for a season, it is there for a reason, and it's a breaking point to everything. And I can say this too. My daughter followed me here to Minnesota on my own journey, and I saw myself looping again because I was taking care of her kids, and I was stuck with them, and I got depressed and I got sad. And when I decided, hey, I'm not gonna do this anymore, it was this big fight with her and me, which I didn't want. But she blamed me for she's 27. She's 27. She's no 28. She's fixing to be 29. She said, "You're my mother. You're supposed to do these things, and it's your job because you're my mother." And that's what she told me. The guilt trip, the gaslighting. Uh, and it really broke my heart because I'm such a loving person and I want everybody to feel loved and I want everybody to be hurt. So overextending myself, overgiving myself led me to depression and darkness. It's not that I didn't love my grandbabies. It's not that I didn't love my daughter. But I seen that looping pattern. I seen that codependency again that was following me on this new journey that the universe has for me. You know, I saw it. But it was so hard for me to see her because she has a lot of unhealed trauma, just like I did. And the narcissistic traits inside of her broke my heart because I saw it. Spirit led me to her the last time to stay with her for 3 weeks before I got this place. And Spirit showed me her, exposed me, my daughter, her. And it hurt me so, 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 so bad. This is your daughter, but this is another soul. This is another soul having another journey. I need you to see her. I need you to see her and see what's going on. It is not, you cannot do for her what she needs and has to do for herself. You have to step away and Spirit cut those ties. So I just want to say this to you all. Carrie, I don't know if you were in my dream last night, okay? Because you brought up the crystal card, okay? You brought up the crystal cards. And in my dream last night, I went to this lady. She had these crystals, and I wrote it down this morning. And the crystals, the lady was telling me on these cards, she had cards on the table, and it was a black guy there too, very nice guy. And I went in to talk to her, and she had these cards on the table, and then she read my hand, and it's like I almost was trying to hide from her. She said, "Did you come for a reading?" I was like, "No, but I really did." And she told me to get some kind of, I think it's selenite crystal, and another crystal starts with the L. So I think you were in my dream. I don't know, because it tripped me out when you said you had these cards. It really did. Um,
Yeah, the crystal oracle.
yeah.
Look at
So
oracle.
So
Yes.
I believe
So
maybe.
can I jump in?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, I'm sorry, but I want to. The reason why I'm here is because of your last name.
Okay,
So
so
the black man that you were thinking about in your dream,
uh-huh.
his name was Reginald Walton,
Really? Oh,
and he was my mentor for about 20 years in volunteer group that I
wow.
had. He was a very, very dear friend of mine. He passed, oh, at least 5 years ago, probably longer than that now. And when I saw your name, anytime I see the name Walton, I think of him, no matter what race you are.
Okay.
But I felt like I was drawn to be here. Like
Okay.
I needed to talk to you.
Yep, that's it. That's it. The cards, that's it. I'm telling you.
That's
Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Great Divine. Thank you, all there is. Thank you, Universe. I receive. Thank you. This is so good. This is so good. Um, so that is Cindy. That is a little bit about what I shared. Julie, you confirmed to me that this is a new timeline. This is a new break. This is a new beginning. This is an upgrade. And Julie just explained to us how much things are gonna start to flow for us. Thank you, Julie, abundantly. Not just finances, but all the way around, like a balance. I've been getting balance. Things are about to be balanced in life with love, with soul tribe family, with community, with creating, with whatever you're supposed to step forward and doing in your soul purpose journey. And those things are going to bring financial abundance. So thank you, Julie. I love the story. Thank you. Um, yeah. So am I missing anything? Am I missing anything? Cause
No, you're not missing
am
anything.
I
So are you open to questions then, Lashandria? So
sure?
we could open it up for